So Bishop Nathan Wilson here again, and today we're going to be making lamb broth, basically creamy lamb stew, an ancient Babylonian 4,000-year-old recipe. We're going to need leek, an onion, some Persian shallot, which I do not have, normal shallot, 2 garlics, salt and pepper, some ghee, some ghee oil, ghee butter, and I've got a kilo of lamb here. So, to which, very simple, cut everything up, boil together. Now, one recipe is included, which I just made before, is a bit of unleavened bread. So I'm going to break off some of that, which will basically be added into the stew, kind of be the thickener basically, to which other bits of the bread we can dip in and eat along the way. So let's start cutting up some vegetables. So first, the leek. I cut off this bit because I'm hoping to be able to grow it so I can have my own leeks. So we have the leeks cut, and I did not use it all. Just about half and keep the other half. Let's go cut this into pieces. Boom. Leeks are done. Now we're going to put them into a pot. That leek was actually spicy. It made me cry like an onion. Let's do onion now. Let's go dice it. Crying. Onions are good enough. See, the tears begin. Oh, the tears begin. Oh, join me and cry together. I love you all. Okay, shedding of tears later. Garlic. Oh, it's naked. It is naked. Second one naked. Naked. Now let's go dice it up. Cut up, let's go dice it more. Now I promise you in ancient past there were many kitchens that were doing this. Dicey, dicey, dice, 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 dice. Alright. This won't take very long at all. Nice and chopped. Let's add it into the pot. Now shallots, not Persian ones. I have some Welsh ones outside, but they're not quite ready yet, so I have to buy these shallots. It seems I'm going to have to order some Persian shallot seeds to grow. So, I still feel the tears from the onion. Let's cut the shallot. Dice shallot. Oh, some salt. A little more. There we go. Now some pepper. Cool. Now, some ghee. We're going to be using a tablespoon. Generous tablespoon. I've seen someone use 2, but we might use 1. 1.5. A little bit more, or 1.25. Okay, let's go show it off. Okay, there we go. Now we can go add the meat and cut it up. Okay, so kilo of lamb. I got this from a butcher. It's a good quality. Okay. Good for stewing. Now we could keep the bone. We're going to cut some meat off the bone. Still add the bone in it, but we're going to keep some off of it too. That way we get some meat straight up eat. Just realised this recipe is not really called bone. You can have the bone in it. It's more lamb fat. So we'll decide what we will do. We've got lamb, we've got fat here as well to add into it. We can add the bone if we want to, which we might do with a couple of times as well. Why not? Let's continue with the meat. Cut off bits, throw bits in. It's really simple. Bit here, so I'll just cut this bit off it. No bone, meat and fat. We're going to put that in a pot. I'm going to cut this bit into pieces. So, like this. Get a couple enjoyable pieces without no bone. A little bit off the edge here we can cut off. Nice clean little bits of meat we can do before chucking this other big chunk in. So the meat, put this in the pot. Next bits. Hazardous bits like this, for instance, I'm going to cut off. You can see, hazardous bit is gone. In the bin that goes. Some nice pieces like this, we can cut off some meat and add chunks of it into the stew again, or soup. And again, we'll show you everything that's required after this meat is all cut up. We also have to boil it in with some water and some milk. If you wanted to as well, you could also add the milk in a little bit later, similar to how you would do cream of chicken. Alright. So this chunky bit in. We have here all the ingredients now in here, almost. Let's pour water. And then we're going to pour milk into this. Okay, we'll pour maybe, let's say, a cup or 2 cups of milk into this soup, broth, stew. We'll see how it goes. So let us add some milk. We're going to add a cup. This is a half cup so far, so half cup at a time. You can look at the progress of it. Okay, there's 1 cup, 1.5. One more won't hurt. One more won't hurt. Alright, cool. Now let's just stir it and show you the goods before we do the bread. We have here product so far. We're going to add some of this bread into it, which in turn will cook into it, and I assume this will be the thickener for this. It's going to be quite nice when it's done. Let's begin. We want to use some of our flatbread which we made before. We don't want to use all of it, so we'll use this. The rest we can use for a dip. It smells nice. It's good. More solid. More of a nutty texture. Home a bit. Beautiful. Okay, so we're just going to rip it. I started cutting it. I thought, nah, better rip it. Quicker. Easier. More primitive. Ancient. Alright. So we have our bread all crumbled up, mixed up, broken up. Alright, now we're going to put this into the soup, which we have here. We mix this in. This is the second time I actually used bread in the soup. There's another one that was like that. One that some travelling homeless people you use and stuff like that, and that would be a bread and cheese soup. Very simple, very ancient recipe too. So here we have something really nice, I reckon. Let's go put this on for about 2 to 4 hours on low. We have this cooking on the stove. We'll have this, well at the moment it's on medium, then we'll put it on low. We're going to have this cook for about 2 hours to 4 hours. We'll see how we feel. Alright. Little stir. It smells pretty nice. You smell the onion and the leeks. See, it's starting to thicken up. I'm going to put this on a lower heat now because it's been on medium. Or we'll keep it on medium for a little bit longer. We'll do another stir and then put it on low. So it's cooking a lot more. We are going to have to put this on a slower flame now. Smelling pretty good. It should be very healthy. Let's go put it on a smaller flame. And now it's on a smaller flame. Let this cook for another hour and see how it looks. It might need longer than 2, but we'll see how we go. It's been on for an hour. It's starting to thicken up a little bit more. That's the bread. It's looking pretty good. Smelling a bit more like lamby now, which is good, over onion or bready. It's actually pretty nice. I'll be keen to try this. That's a good stir. Meat starting to cook. So let's have a look another hour. So an hour and a half of cooking. It's a lot more thicker. Number 4. Smells pretty good. So if you put more bread into this, obviously it would thicken up a bit more. You can still add more, but I I want a bit more soupy. Smells nice. So we don't have very long left. We only have half an hour left and it should be good enough to cook. Well, sorry, good enough to eat. So it's now 2 hours. The meat is starting to come off the bone as well, which is good. As you see, there's a bone bit there. Meat came off it. So this is pretty much done. Wonderful. Grab out the ladle and go serve some. Okay, so you can see, it looks pretty good. Begin to serve some. We'll have a little bit of bread with it too. You can see the steam come on the camera, I think. Well, I did. So a bits without so far. Just for a good little try. I will go one bloody bit, why not? Steamy. There we go. Babylonian broth stew soup. We'll be having some of this flatbread I made up. I'm going to put some butter on. Have butter on our bread. Let's go have our stew, soup, or broth. So we have here some bread. Now only rich people would have had bread all the time with butter. The poor people of the time would have not had it all the time. Now we have here the soup. And I have here a little bit of wine with grape juice and water, like a quarter cup of wine. So in ancient times, they would have had their bread and dipped it into the soup and eaten it. It's very brothy, like lamby broth. It's nice. If I'm more bite of the bread, then we'll try some of the meat in the soup itself. I should have brought a little serviette with me. So, it's quite nice. Now, I did do a little prayer before eating this, and I pray that all who have been watching this right now receive blessings, and those who try this recipe, may they too receive blessings. So let us try a little bit of the soup, try a bit of the soup and then the meat. It's nice. It is actually pretty good. It's very nice. The meat is very soft. It's a beautiful soup. It's very much as the name would describe it as, lamb broth. It's more of a creamy lamb broth. Very much recommend. I would make this again, and you don't notice the bread chunks at all because it's pretty much dissolved into it. Lovely. 5 stars. Simple meal, beautiful.